Hello.
Greetings.
It's the Jim
And Dave's
Beer Review.
And Dave, what's on tap for this beer review?
We can tell we had too many beers, like, can't you? Oh, we've got a kitty cat that needs food.
It's got a mouse, but mouse doesn't come in the basement, doesn't get the treat.
Nope. Gotta work for you, Mom. Work for your food.
That's true.
All right, we got Ballast Point. High West Barrel Aged Ballast Point Victory at Sea.
Now, we've had Victory at Sea before, but this is the first we've had that is bourbon barrel aged.
This is Imperial Porter with coffee and vanilla flavors aged in High West bourbon and rye barrels.
So two kinds of barrels.
I don't know if they're done at the same time or they do it separately or only one's in a rye barrel, one's a bourbon barrel, don't know. It says here, we partnered with our friends at High West Distillery to create a barrel-aged version of Ballast Point Victory at Sea. Our award-winning Imperial Porter with cold steeped coffee and vanilla from a blend of Ballast Point Victory at Sea, aged in High West owns bourbon and rye whiskey oak cask. New layers of complexity emerge with notes of soft caramel and smoky oak over a dark chocolate and roasted almond body. High West crafts delicious and distinctive whiskeys to honor the American West, making it a perfect pairing with our signature San Diego born porter.
Nice.
The IBUs are 35.
Now, as I recall, like I was saying, Victory at Sea is one of the few ballast
What's
points
the
that I
ABV?
really like.
12.
Wow, that's amazing.
12. We've gone up and up and up and up and up and up, and we're at the top now. I think you don't get much more than 12 nowadays.
Well, we've highly rated Victory at Sea, so this is the first time we've had it barrel aged. This is a 2017 vintage. We're doing this in February. Excuse me, is it March now? March 2018.
I know a lot of the Ballast Point has stuff like the grapefruit sculpin and stuff like that, don't they?
Stuff that we hate.
That's why I usually look at Ballast Point and I go, I don't like this distributor, this brewery.
Yeah, their stuff is a little
they have
West
mixtures
Coasty
of
for
stuff.
my liking.
Yeah, I don't
in terms
really
of their
like
IPAs, at least. And not a grapefruit fan either, unless it's in a sour, which we just tried recently. Now, we should do a shout out. King of Prussia Beer Outlet.
Oh, Joe, yes.
These were provided for review pro bono.
Yes.
So we're giving a shout out. If you're in King of Prussia, you're near Henderson Road, go stop in the car wash there. And after you're done at the car wash, stop in and buy some beer at King of Prussia Beer Outlet. I live like 20, 25 minutes away from there.
Jim's not sponsored for
I
this, by the
have
way.
got beer distributors that are 5, 10, and 15 minutes away. I drive 20 minutes to go to King of Prussia because of their brand experience. They do, they have a great selection, they have great customer service, and the place is fun.
I like the place too, but if I got somewhere 5 minutes down the road, I'm going there instead.
Don't listen to him, Joe.
No, I like Joe. I like Joe a lot. I like
All
the
right.
place, but
Now, jumping right into it, this is very dark as a stout B, so very dark on
being
the
paid
inside.
by
Well,
by
no,
the-
yes,
the-
we are. You got two payments in front of you.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he gave it to us for free, so.
I thought that was non-business related when we did this.
Well, this is how I say thank you. Well, it definitely has some oak notes there, a little bit of vanilla, a little sweetness, a little bit of chocolate, some roastiness, actually a lot of
It
chocolate.
smells really good. I gotta say,
Maybe a hint of coffee. I might get a whole lot of coffee on the smell, though. How about you?
I know, but this is interesting.
Cheers. Mmm. Oh, that's so good. Yummy, yum, 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 yum. There's the chocolate sweetness. It has the vanilla notes that I associate with oak. It has a hint of coffee. Very smooth. Definitely some heat on the back end, but it's rather mellow for 12%.
No, the only thing that I'm not digging about this, which is really good, and I give this over a 9. I give this a 9 at least so far. It's going over my head, but it's got a bit of a chalky bit coming back at you.
Well, you did mention in the previous beer review that you thought that Imperial Stouts on the mouthfeel back end, if there's a chalky sort
I
of
bring
texture.
it down a bit. I bring it down a bit for that. Yeah, that because the last one we had didn't have that. This one does have a little bit of that. But this is very good. I give this up towards a 9, 8.5, 9. I give this a 9. I think.
Yeah, there
8.5 is too. It's too little. 9.5 is too much. 9.25 is too much. Yeah, 8.75 is not too much. I have to give this a 9.
Well, I disagree. I actually like this a little better than the last one we had, which I rated
Really?
a 9. So I'm going to give this a 9.25.
Okay. Well,
The flavor is very complex, but not overly so. It's there is a quality about it. I would almost think it's like almost a licoricey kind of thing, which I don't usually like, but this is still very good. So I would give this a 9.25. The heat on the back end, while in some beers may be considered an undesirable quality, I think it works with this one. If you're in the middle of winter and you're cold, this will warm you up. So that's very good. And
it is a bit cold outside, and I am warm now. But that was the last beer too. This one, I'm gonna be like sitting there going.
Right. I think this would be if you could get a case of this and age some of it. I think the flavor and heat would mellow. This would be perfect for basement aging. Now, of course, there's some controversy about that. Some people say just drink the beers you have; it's fine.
Aged beers that are over 8% and dark, especially.
We've had beers that were what?
I have some beers. We've had that one beer last week that was 2009. That German beer.
Yeah, the wheat.
Was it the Heisen something or Heisen?
Aventinus.
Yeah, that was like 2009. That was like the oldest beer I think I ever had.
And it was the best out of all the three vintages that we tried.
Yes, it was very good. But usually I have like 9, 10, 11, 10 and a half cases of beer sitting at home aging. And then I have another 3 beers for this, 3 cases of beer just sitting there waiting to put in the fridge. After I take one out, I put one in. I take one out, I put one in. I always got a.
He likes to have a stock fridge.
Always, you never know when, you may want a different kind of beer. So you put different kind of beers in there all the time. So you got different kind of beers. So
we're never the same beer twice in a row.
Like I said, never the same beer twice in a row. Maybe the same brewery, but never the same beer.
Again, Ballast Point Victory C. It's been a while since I've had it. I don't remember what I rated it, but I remember liking it. This one, aged in 2 different kinds of barrels. Very interesting. Love it. Love the barrel character. And again, there's that little hint of something I don't like. Maybe it's 8.5. But
I like the bottle too.
Yeah.
Is that like from like Pirates of the Caribbean thing?
Well, they had a pirate skull skeleton.
It looks like a
regular Victory at Sea. So
it's a guy at the wheel, and he's like a skeleton.
Yeah.
So it's like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Imperial Porter with coffee and vanilla flavors, aged in High West bourbon and rye barrels. That's could also be the character I don't like necessarily is the rye. I'm not a huge rye guy.
Rye.
Did
you get it? That was rye. It was funny. Anyway.
Do you ever drink rye?
I've had rye.
I mean, but have you bought it? You got bottles of it?
No, I've had rye before, but that was back in the day. Someone had a bottle of rye.
Well, I got some beer brewing in the back room. I got some oak cubes to put in it, and I need to get some bourbon to age, and I think I'll get that maple bourbon again.
2017, so this is at least 3 months old.
Well, that's probably older than that. Does it have a born-on date anywhere? Bottle date?
Don't know.
We do appreciate when people put the bottle on date on there.
Everybody should put on a best drunk by the way. It does say here 12% ABV on the side of the bottle.
Yeah, don't see anything. It's on the bottom. Oh, yes. Unfortunately, they still have stuff in here, so it makes it a little hard to see. Oh, it's one of those weird code things.
11/29, 3/10/17.
Okay, awesome.
March. It's a year old.
Okay, that's awesome.
It's March what?
10.
What's today? March 10th?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't lying to you. On the bottom of that, it says 3/10/17. So
No,
17/3/10.
So it's got that weird European.
Yeah, but that's exactly a year ago. Okay.
Wow, there's serendipity for you.
Right?
17/3/10. You're right.
See?
Wow.
That's exactly a year old. Boy, that is so funky.
That's serendipity.
That's wow. That's weird, man. That's weird. That's like I said. I don't know if you guys.
Happy
heard me
birthday, Victory at Sea.
Yeah. This is
West.
This is 9 years ago today that I quit smoking. So this is like quite a weird thing, man.
Please give a round of applause.
Yes, thank you very much.
Here's a thumbs up.
I wouldn't be alive, I don't think, right now if I would have kept on smoking.
Yeah, smoking's
Wow.
bad.
Bad. I wish I never smoked.
Yeah. Well, so there you have
Cigarettes,
it. 9 from Dave, 9.25 from me.
Oh yeah.
Not a huge porter guy. Prefer stouts, but this is top of the game. You know, I think in the porter category, I would give this a 10.
This guy.
My personal category is going to get a 9.25. We often talk about having one for the style and one for our personal preference. So
this is really good.
very good. Well done, Ballast Point. I wish you'd do more like this. Just because we're not huge on the grapefruit sculpting, but you know, some people.
Bad.
I remember I sat down once at a restaurant. They're like, "Oh, we have this one beer everyone's raving about. It's called grapefruit sculpting." I'm like, "Get away from me! I want a different."
Talk to you.
Can I sit at a different table? I need a different waitress. How dare you? No, it didn't happen, but it did in my mind. So, thank you very much for watching. Hey, we like to end off with a certain general's warning that says that women who are pregnant should not drink alcoholic beverages due to the risk of birth defects.
That's right.
You should not operate heavy machinery or drive a car if you're under the influence of alcohol.
Yes.
And of course, excessive drinking can cause health problems.
Bad.
Which, you know, who needs that?
Right.
You know, you have your health, you have everything. And the reason we try these different beers is we believe that you, our viewers, should drink great beer.
And we're gonna laugh to your friends.
And you're our friend if you give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down and comment below and subscribe to our channel and all that YouTube-y stuff like that. Yeah.
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 Thank you, everybody.
Bye, people.
And God bless the United States of America and the rest of on Earth, quite frankly. Because Earth is awesome.
Well, that's weird. Okay. Bye, people.
Bye-bye.
Drive safe if you're driving.
Don't drive and drink.
Okay.
Bye.